Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Embassy Theater's production of Deathtrap. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones and turn off electronic devices. During the course of this performance, for the safety of our actors, please do not employ any flash photography. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please exit the theater toward the front through the doors in which you entered. And now, Deathtrap.
Deathtrap, a thriller in 2 acts. 1 set, 5 characters, a juicy murder in Act 1, unexpected developments in Act 2, sound construction, good dialogue, laughs in all the right places, highly commercial.
That's wonderful, darling. I'm so happy for you, for both of us.
Happy? Why on earth happy?
Well, it's yours, isn't it? The idea you had in August.
The idea I had in August has gone the way of the idea I had in June, and the idea I had in whenever it was before that, in the fireplace, up the chimney, and out of a Fairfield County. Pollution, in its most grisly form. This arrived in the mail this morning. It's the property of one Clifford Anderson. He was one of the twerps of the seminar.
Dear Mr. Bruhl, I hope you don't mind my sending you my play Deathtrap, which I finished retyping at 2 o'clock this morning. Since I couldn't have written it without the inspiration of your own work and the guidance and encouragement you gave me last summer, I thought it only fitting that you should be the first person to read it. If you find it 1/10 as good as any of your own thrillers, I'll consider my time well spent and the fee for the seminar more than adequately recompensed.
Oh, well, that's nice.
No, it isn't. It's fulsome.
Please excuse the carbon copy. The Xerox machine is on the fritz, and I couldn't stand the thought of sending my firstborn child off to see its spiritual father.
My italics, his emetics.
I hope you'll call her right as soon as you've read it, and let me know if you think it's worthy of submitting to,
etc., etc. Son of a bitch even types well. I think I remember him. Enormously obese, a glandular condition, 400 pounds. I wonder where he got my address.
Probably from the university.
Probably.
Is it really that good, though? His first play?
It can't miss. A gifted director couldn't even hurt it. It'll run for years. The stock and amateur rights will feed and clothe generations of Andersons. It can easily be opened up for a movie with George C. Scott or Michael Caine.
Ooh, I love him.
The damn thing is perfect.
Well, I should think you'd be happy that one of your students has written a saleable play.
For the first time in 11 years of marriage, darling, drop dead.
My goodness.
I'm green with envy. I'd like to beat the wretch over the head with that mace there, bury him in a 400-pound hole, and send the thing off under my own name to David Merrick or Hal Prince. See, that's the best idea I've had in ages.
My poor Sidney.
I mean, what's the point in owning a mace if you don't get to use it once in a while?
You'll get an idea of your own any day now, and it'll be better than that one.
I wouldn't bet on it. Not that you have any money left to bet with.
We're doing very nicely in that department. Not one creditor beating at our door.
But for how long? I've just about cleaned you out now, haven't I?
No, we've cleaned me out. And it's been a joy and a delight every bit of the way. But your next play will simply have to be a terrific smash.
Yes, that's what I needed. An easing of the pressure.
Well, why don't you bring it to Merrick's attention? Maybe you could get a commission or something.
A finder's fee, you mean?
If that's what you call it.
A great and glorious 1%. Maybe 1.5%.
Why don't you produce it yourself? You've been involved in enough productions now to know how it's done. It could be a beneficial change of pace for you.
Darling, I may be devious and underhand enough to be a successful murderer, but not, I think, a Broadway producer. One mustn't overestimate one's talents.
Maybe you could collaborate with him. I'm sure there's room for improvement, good as it is. Give it the professional touch, a little reshaping, a little sharpening.
That is a possibility.
I'm sure he'd jump at the chance to work with you.
We'd split it 50-50.
And you would get top billing.
Naturally. Reverse alphabetical order, dear boy. Happens all the time.
No, based on who you are.
Sidney for Flops Brule.
Sidney, author of The Murder Game Brule.
Oh, yes! The Murder Game. I remember that one. Back in the time of King Arthur, wasn't it?
It was not that long ago.
18 years! 18 years, love. Each one flying faster than the one before. Nothing besides like success. That's a good one. I could work that in somewhere. There's a has-been actor who could say that. Recedes is ED, correct?
Right. See, you would improve it.
Give it the inimitable Sidney Bro flavor.
Why don't you call him? Where does he live?
Up in Milford. You don't like the mace?
Definitely not. You would get blood on the carpet. And the next day, Helga will be picking us up on her psychic vibrations.
In Holland? I doubt that very much.
Oh, Sidney. What were you smoking Friday night when the rest of us were smoking grass? She's taken up the McBain cottage for the next 6 months. She and Paul Wyman are working on a book together. He was impersonating her for 15 minutes.
Oh? I thought he was finally coming out of the closet.
Some murderer you would make. Helga Tendorf moves in practically on your doorstep, and you manage not to hear about it.
That does give one pause.
Well, it should. Nan and Tom Wesson had her over for dinner last week. She told Tom all about his backaches and about the money he put into silver. Oh, and his father's thing for tall women. And she warned Nan that their au pair was going to leave, and she did 2 days later. And she found a set of keys that Nan lost in 1969. They were under the clothes dryer.
She's in the McBain cottage.
Right over yonder, probably picking up our blips right this moment.
Well, it seems that Mr. Anderson has himself a collaborator. Not that I really believe in that ESP.
Well, the police in Europe sure do. That's half of why she's here. She's supposed to be resting from pointing at murderers.
Wait, the fat one didn't stay the whole week, and his name was Quinn, or Quincy. Anderson. I wonder if he was the one with that awful stammer.
There's an easy way to find out.
Yes. This may be a 3-hour conversation. busy, probably talking to Myra. What's for dinner?
Salmon.
Again?
Yes. Sidney, would you actually kill for another successful play?
Don't be foolish, darling. Of course I would. Spoken in jest, Miss Tendor.
It's Mrs. She's divorced.
Well, no wonder. Who could stay married to a woman with ESP? Well, don't fix me with that basilisk stare, whatever a basilisk happens to be. Wouldn't you like to go to Sardi's again, secure in the knowledge that we won't be seated in the kitchen? Do you know what a play like this could net its author in today's market? $2 million! And that's not including the Deathtrap t-shirts. If that isn't a reasonable motive for murder, I don't know what is. I wish you hadn't told me about her. Here we go. Yes. Is this Clifford Anderson? Sidney Brew. As a matter of fact, I have. I just finished it about 15 minutes ago, and I must tell you with all sincerity, you've got an enormously promising first draft. I was just saying to my wife, Myra, that if you point it up in a few places, give it the reshaping it needs, and work in some laughs, it'll be right up there with Sleuth and the murder game in Dial M. It has the makings, as we say. I should think you would be. Oh, I remember that feeling so well. I thought the murder game was finished the first time round, and then someone with much more experience in the theater took it in hand and revised it with me. Improved it tremendously, I don't mind admitting. George S. Kaufman. He didn't take credit, though God knows I urged him to, as he was badly in debt at the time, and he didn't want it known that he had a share of the royalties. But I could be quite wrong about all this. What sort of reaction have you had from other people? Oh, no one at all? My, that is flattering. But surely someone else has read it. Your friends, your wife, some of the other twerps people who were at the seminar. Oh, I see. That sounds ideal. Complete isolation. And all you have to do is check the thermostat and water the plants. I'm surprised you haven't written more than one play since July. I'd have knocked off 3 or 4 by now. I am a marvelous thriller about ESP based on Helga Tendor. She's a neighbor of ours. It's called The Frowning Wife. But that's only a working title. I'll have to come up with something much jazzier than that. I love Deathtrap, incidentally, the title, as well as the play, or the promising first draft, I should say. Oh, I do. Far too many to give you over the phone, though. Perhaps you could come over sometime, and we can go over it scene by scene. I'm free this evening, as a matter of fact. You could drive down. It's not very far. Well, why don't you take the train down, and I'll pick you up at the Westport station and run you over. It'll be better that way. You'd have a devil of a time finding us. We're way off into the woods, have to send up flares when we're expecting people. Do. I'll hold on. His car is in for repairs. He's house sitting for a couple in Europe, unmarried.
Does he seem open to the idea of collaborating?
I think he might be. Was George S. Kaufman still alive when the murder came? That seems a bit early. When's the next one? That's a bit too late. Let's do the 7:29, and I know that there's an 11:00 something from New York that stops at Milford. You won't have any trouble at all getting yourself home. Oh, and could you bring the original with you? The carbon is a bit hard on these weary old eyes. Good. I'll see you at 7:29. Oh, and Terence. Can I call you Terence? Why? Clifford. Oh, Clifford. I'm sorry. I'm maybe a few minutes late, Clifford. I have some errands to run. So just wait at the station and I'll be along eventually. In a blue Mercedes. All right. Goodbye. Well, I think he's the one without obvious defects.
What errands do you have to run?
Didn't you say something about library books? Picking them up or dropping them off?
No, I didn't.
I could have swore you did. The Xerox machine has been repaired, but he's decided to wait a few days just in case I have any small suggestions. No one else has read it. No one else even knows he's been working on it.
And no one will see you picking him up.
The thought did cross my mind. I'm so in the habit of planning crimes on paper.
Why did you ask him to bring the original?
Well, you heard me. The carbon is a strain on my eyes, and plus, we shall have 2 copies to go over. I don't want him leaning over my shoulder for 2 hours, exhaling cheeseburger.
I'm sure he has another carbon filed away somewhere.
More than likely, as well as his early outlines and drafts. Opening night of my dazzling triumph, his gray-haired mother walks down the aisle, accompanied by Milford and Westport police departments. Hello? Oh, Lottie! How are you? No, I don't think I will. I have this new idea I'm working on, and I don't want to lose touch with it. It's in the embryo stages, you see. But Myra might. Hold on a second. They're going to see the French thing at the Fine Arts too. I could drop you off along the way.
No, I don't want to see it. Not tonight.
Myra will pass too. She's feeling a little under the weather. But do give us a report on it tomorrow, would you? Have fun. Goodbye. Well, you don't have to stand guard over me. I only kill when the moon is full.
Why did you lie to her? Why didn't you tell her you have someone coming to see you?
Is it any of their business? I don't know why I lied. I'm just a liar.
Well, the moon was full last night anyway, except for that small little sliver.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose then I'll just have to exercise massive self-control and remind myself of that other carbon which most certainly exists.
Sidney, if not for that, would you? Could you?
Probably not. Probably I'd chicken out, even if it was a tiny one. They say that committing murder on paper siphons off the hostile impulses, and I'm sure it does, but at the same time it opens one to the idea of committing real murder. Gives it the familiar feel of a possibility worth considering. Just as owning a weapon and handling it opens one, however slightly, to the possibility of using it. But there's a world of difference between a paper victim and a real one. No, I'm sure that Clifford Anderson will go home tonight in the same state of health in which he arrives. Manuscripts clutched in tiny or huge or relatively normal habit.
I'm sure he's going to be thrilled to collaborate with you. And after that, you can work on something that's all your own.
I'm sure I shall, sooner or later.
You know, maybe something based on the life of Helga Tendorf is a good idea. But not called The Frowning Wife.
The Smiling Wife. A cheerful up kind of thriller. You know, there could be something in this.
What do you mean?
Well, a playwright who's undergoing a bit of a dry period is sent a newly hatched play written by a twerp who attended his seminar. It's a possible opening, isn't it? Provided the play is highly commercial, and the playwright a room full of weapons.
Oh. Put that in your notebook.
I will. It's a pity, though. He already has the title Deathtrap. Actually, it was built in 1794, but the hardware store was out of mines, so I backdated it 10 years.
It's a beautiful house.
Historical Society had kittens.
Hello.
This is Clifford Anderson, dear. My wife, Myra.
It's nice to meet you.
Come on in. I was beginning to worry.
Is this the room you work in?
How did you guess?
The typewriter. And all these posters. Is this the mace that was used in Murderer's Child?
Yes. And the dagger that was used in the murder game? Careful! It's sharp. The trick one was substituted in Act 2.
In for the kill?
Yes.
You know, I can't understand why that play didn't run.
Critics peeing on it might be the answer.
The train must have been late. Was it?
No, Mr. Brule was. The train was on time.
I had to get gas, and Frank insisted on fondling the spark plugs.
You know, Gunpoint was the first play I ever saw. I had this aunt in New York. I took the train one Saturday from Hartford, by myself, another first. She took me to see the matinee. I was 12 years old.
If you're trying to depress me, you've made it.
How? Oh, sorry. Well, that's just how I got hooked on thrillers.
Angel Street did for me. Bello, where's that grocery list? What have you done with it, you poor wretched creature? I was 15.
It sounds like a disease being passed down from generation to generation.
It is a disease. Thrilleritis malignus, the fevered pursuit of the one set 5 character moneymaker.
I'm not pursuing money. I mean, not that I wouldn't like to have some, so I could have a place like this to work in. But that's not the reason I wrote Deathtrap.
You're still an early case.
It's not a disease. It's a tradition. A superbly challenging theatrical framework, which every possible variation has been played. Can I conjure up a few new ones? Can I startle an audience that's been on Angel Street, that has witnessed the prosecution, that has dialed M for murder, that has played
Lovely speech! And thanks for saving me for last.
I was calling you sleuth.
I'm glad I stopped you.
So am I. Just a little euphoric about everything that's happening.
As well you should be.
May I get you something to drink?
Yes, please. Do you have any ginger ale?
I believe so. Sidney Scotch?
Oh, I think I'll have some ginger ale, too.
These aren't all from your plays, are they?
God, no. I haven't written that many. My friends give me things. Plus I prowl the antique shops.
Now there's a disease.
And a super excuse for not working. I found this in Richfield the other day. 18th century German.
Wow. It's beautiful.
As you can see, I've been taking very good care of my spiritual child.
I've got the original.
Thank God! I should really be wearing glasses, but the doctor tells me the longer I can go without them, the better off I am. Here you are! There you are!
It's not in a binder, the Xeroxing.
Never mind.
I've got the first draft in here, too. There's a scene between Diane and Carlo in Act 1 that I may have been wrong to cut. And the Diane and Richard scene starts sooner, before they know Carlo is back.
Did you do several drafts?
Just the one. It's kind of a mess, but if you want to see those two scenes, I'm sure you can decipher it.
By all means. I had a feeling there was a Diane and Carlo scene I was missing. Before the murder?
Yes. I was afraid the act would run too long.
What else have you got in there?
Just the outline, which I departed from considerably. Though I made it the way you suggested, page for scene, loose leaf, and I jotted down a few lines that I never got to use.
Threw away the ones you did use as you used them?
Yes.
Same way I work.
Everything was just in the one envelope, so I just grabbed it. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's a 2-hour walk to the station, so I had to leave right after we talked.
2 hours?
I walk longer than that. This is one writer that is not going to get flabby. I work out with weights every morning. You know, I was this close to making the Olympic decathlon team.
Really?
Well, this close.
Well, I'll be sure not to argue with you. I'm on the Olympic sloth team. Gold medalist. Can fall asleep in any position. Deathtrap.
Deathtrap.
Deathtrap. And it will be toasted with more than ginger ale if Sidney's right about it. And I'm sure that he is.
I hope so. I toasted it with beer the other night.
Oh, we have some, would you rather?
No, this is fine, thanks.
Are you planning on staying here?
Yes.
Do you think I overdid the set description with the exact location of each piece of furniture?
Set description? No, I don't recall anything wrong with the set description. No, this is perfect. Could it be better? You certainly type beautifully. Electric?
No, I can't see electric typewriters. If there's a power failure, then you can't work.
That's the whole point in owning one. No, I find the real trouble with them, well, with Zenobia here at any rate, is that you can only make one decent carbon. The second one is so muddy as to nearly be illegible. You don't have that problem with the normal ones.
Mr. Anderson, Sidney has some great ideas for improving your play.
I'm sure he does. I'm looking forward to hearing them.
Dear, couldn't you do that in the living room?
No. There isn't any good work light in there.
I seem to recall a paisley chair with a light beside it bright enough for the engraving of Bibles on pinheads.
That light is too bright, and the chair is too low. I'll be quiet.
Darling, this is Clifford's first play, and I am the first person to read it. I'm sure he'd like our conversation to be private. You would, wouldn't you? Don't be embarrassed to say so.
No, I don't mind Mrs. Crowe being here. In fact, I kind of like it. Makes me feel a little less as though I've been summoned to the principal's office.
Oh, I'm sorry if I awe you.
Oh, you do. All those plays you write, all those things you say. I never thought of calling my typewriter anything but Smith Corona.
As long as it answers.
You're welcome to read the play too, Mrs. Crowe, if you'd like to.
Oh, yes, I would.
I'm curious to see how women are going to react to Danise's decision about the gun.
Oh, Sidney told me a little bit about it at dinner, but he stopped at all the surprises. You know, I don't even know who kills him.
Good, you shouldn't. You know, I think that was the trouble with Murderer's Child, if you don't mind me saying so. You just made it so obvious from the opening curtain that Dr. Mannheim was going to bash poor Teddy. I mean, you didn't leave any room for doubt. The audience shouldn't suspect, yes, but they shouldn't be absolutely certain, should they? Doesn't that tend to diminish the suspense?
Yes, you might have a point there. I wish you told me that you wanted Myra to read it over the phone. I could have told you to bring another carbon and she could be reading it right now while we have our talk.
I didn't know she'd be interested, and I don't have one anyway.
You don't have another carbon?
I only made the one. I thought I'd be Xeroxing the original as soon as I was through.
Yes, yes. Who needs 2 or 3 copies in the age of Xerox?
You can read this one, and then we can pass pages back and forth or something. Or I could sit next to you.
Hold on a moment. I need to think. Give me a moment to think.
Mr. Anderson, Sidney has some great ideas for your play. I've never seen him so enthusiastic before. He gets plays in the mail very often. Finished plays that are supposedly ready for production. From his agent, from producers, from aspiring playwrights. Usually, he just laughs and sneers and says the most disparaging things that you can imagine. I'm sure he can improve your play. He could turn it into a hit that would run for years and years and make more than enough money for everyone concerned.
Is that what you meant by,
I'll be quiet? Well, I won't be quiet. There's something that's been on my mind ever since your phone conversation. Mr. Anderson, I feel that it is very wrong of you to expect Sidney to give you the fruits of his years of labor, his hard-won knowledge, without any quid pro quos if the seminar were still in session.
He offered to give me his...
How? Well, I think it was wrong of you to have offered to give it to him. You see, I am the one in this household whose feet are on the ground and whose eye is on the checkbook. Sidney, I'm going to make a suggestion to you, and it's going to come as a shock, but I want you to promise to give it your grave and thoughtful and earnest consideration. Will you do that for me? Will you promise to do that for me? Put aside the play you're working on. Yes, I know. Put aside the play about Helga Tendorf and how she finds murderers and keys under clothes dryers. Put it aside and help Mr. Anderson with his play. Collaborate with him. That's what I'm suggesting. That's what I think is the fair and rational and sensible thing to do in this situation. Deathtrap by Clifford Anderson and Sidney Brohl. Unless, of course, Mr. Anderson feels in deference to your age and reputation, it should be the other way around.
Well, gee, that is a shocker. Put aside the drowning wife.
I thought it was the frowning wife.
Frowning? What kind of title is that? No, the drowning wife is what I'm calling it. It has these women's lib overtones, plus the ESP. It's such a timely play.
But it'll keep. People are always interested in plays about psychics who can point at someone and say, that man murdered that man. Put it aside. Help Mr. Anderson with his play. Collaborate with him. Well, do for him what George S. Kaufman did for you, honey.
Well, that's awfully persuasive, Myra. How does it grab you?
Oh, wow, I suddenly feel as though I'm on the spot.
You are. Myra's put you there. Put us both there.
I just thought something should be said before anything was done.
Yes, you're right. Quite right. Quite right. What's your reaction, Clifford?
Well, first of all, I'm overwhelmed, honored, and staggered that Sidney Brohl would even consider putting aside one of his own plays to help me with mine. I mean, there I was in that theater, 12 years old. Who would think that one day I would be here, weighing the
We get the gist of this passage.
It's a golden opportunity that I should seize with both hands.
Yes, you should.
But, well, this is why I went to the doctor, and one of the world's leading specialists, and he recommended surgery. Well, even with my respect for his eminence and experience, I still want a second opinion, wouldn't I? I'm sure your ideas are terrific, but Mrs. Brohl's right. It wouldn't be fair of me to hear them now, because not about some kind of understanding or arrangement. And to be perfectly honest, without having heard them, I think Deathtrap's pretty good as it is. I mean, not perfect, certainly, it could use a little fine-tuning, but I don't think it needs surgery. What I ought to do, I think, is Xerox 2 copies and send them to those agents recommended to us. If they too say it needs major reworking, then I'll be coming right back here, begging you to do what Mrs. Brohl suggested with whatever suggestion you think is right. And I hope I haven't offended you or anything.
No, not at all.
Mr. Anderson, these agents, they know about contracts, but they don't know about the rest of...
Don't, Myra! Don't beg him! You think he has the wealth of the Indies, and that were Mr. and Mrs. John Lafitte!
I'd never think anything like that, Mr. Brohl. I'm just glad that you're willing to go out of your way to help me.
But I'm not, really. Now that I've had a moment to consider the matter, I'd never set aside a play as timely and inventive as The Drowning Wife to do witness work on a play as speculative as Deathtrap. Sit down, Myra. You're making me nervous standing there, hyperventilating. Do as you said. Show it to a few agents, and if you find that major rewrites are in order, get in touch. Who knows, I might even hit a snag. It's happened once or twice.
Thank you. I will.
Though I doubt I shall. I'm already have the drowning wife completely outlined. It's more than halfway done. And I'm already working on a new play based on Harry Houdini.
Oh?
Yes, magic is very in right now. Just look at the success of the magic show. These are a pair of his handcuffs.
Sidney,
Relax, darling. Clifford isn't the kind of person who steals someone else's idea. You wouldn't do that, would you?
No, of course not.
See? No cause for alarm. His heart is far from flawed as heaven from earth. Remarkable man, Houdini. Made all of his own magical apparatus. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Magnificent craftsmanship. Have a look.
Sidney,
Sit down, Myra!
Sidney, think, for God's sakes, think.
Sit down and stop being so old-fashioned and suspicious of everyone who walks through that door. We had a very nasty experience with a plagiaristic playwright a few years back, whose name I won't mention as he's gone to meet his maker, recalled for repairs. Ever since then, Myra's gotten alarmed if I so much as tell another writer the language I'm working in. Don't take it personally. Do have a look at those. They're quite remarkable.
They seem so old.
They were made to, and apparently solid and escape-proof.
They certainly seem that way.
Be my guest.
You mean, put them on?
Yes, that's what I mean whenever you're holding my prize pair of $1,200 Houdini handcuffs, and I say, be my guest. Put them on.
$1,200. Wow.
Now, turn your wrists, press, and pull. You didn't do it right. It has to be one swift motion. Try again. Turn, press, pull. All in one.
No, they're not opening.
Well, they opened for me this morning. It's not a question of them not being oiled.
I guess I'm just not Houdini.
Not to worry. I'm sure I've got a key around here somewhere. But don't go on fussing with them. You're liable to ruin them.
Sorry.
Key. Little brass key.
You know, this could make a pretty good thriller. I mean it could.
How so?
Well, a young playwright sends his first play off to an older playwright who conducted a seminar that the younger playwright attended. He calls him over, and he brings like the original and all his copies. Of course, you have to have a Xerox machine break them down to explain why it's only two copies. The play would have to be a really good one. The one the younger playwright wrote, I mean, the older player would have to have like nothing going for him at the time.
An enormous concatenation of unlikely circumstances, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, we've almost got it here, haven't we? The only difference is you've got the drowning wife and that Houdini play. I'm not quite sure Deathtrap is worth killing for. I'll bet nobody even saw me get into your car.
Well, you've licked the second play problem.
It could be turned into something fairly interesting. What do you think, Mrs. Rule?
I don't like it. It frightens me.
I wonder if they could be over here.
I should mention, I'm expecting a phone call. I have a girl coming to see me around 8:30. That's about what it is now, isn't it? I couldn't reach her before I left, so I left a note on the hall mirror explaining where I went and leaving the phone number. So that way she can call and find what train I'm taking back, so she can pick me up at the station. 1 2-hour walk a day is just about enough for me. So I really hope you find that key soon, or one of you's gonna hold the phone for me.
How is she going to get in to read the note?
She has a key.
You aren't a very conscientious house sitter.
She's honest.
You said in the car the only people you knew in Milford were tradesmen.
She's from Hartford. Her name is Myra Klinowski. She teaches at Cork Middle School. Phys ed.
Where did you get the number? It's not listed.
From the university, along with your address. I'm friendly with Mrs. Beecham there.
Beecham?
Yeah, the short red-haired lady with the eye shade.
Well, I hope you gave her the right number. We had it changed recently. An obscene caller was boring us, and I don't recall notifying old you of con. So, what number did you leave, Miss Klinowski?
I don't remember it.
226-3049 or 226-2547.
First number, 3049.
The new number. I must have notified of you of con and clean forgot about it. How strange and untypical of me.
Could you, go on with the key, please?
Of course. I wonder if I could put it up here.
Sidney, no, my heart won't take it.
Take what, darling? My finding the key? You both thought I was going to grab that mace there and do a Dr. Mannheim, didn't you? Clifford, is that why you've retreated so far upstage?
Well, you don't run a play like that without having a mind that envisions possibilities.
Yes, I'm slightly paranoid myself. What's your excuse, oh loyal and trusting wife? 11 years of marriage, and she thinks I'm capable of flesh and blood murder. There's a lesson for you in that, Clifford. Come uncuff yourself. Deathtrap is promising, but it's not that promising.
I'm glad it isn't.
No, I think your most impressive invention tonight is the name Marietta Klinowski. Truly, I congratulate you.
Thanks.
I can see the sweat on her forearms after the basketball game. Mrs. Beecham's eye shade, I thought was a bit mine.
I thought it was a kind of convincing detail you told us to try for it. Are you sure this is the right key?
Ye gods! Houdini opened them in a milk can under 10 feet of water. You mean to tell me you can't open them? Right on the rug. 1 point for neatness. Well, your heart seems to have taken it.
Barely.
We'll give it a rest on the Riviera, so you can take it easy after the opening. And we'll have a housekeeper again, and a new car, and a goddamn rose.
We're gonna be in prison.
A young would-be writer abandons his house-sitting job. The police won't even bother to yarn.
Leaving behind his clothes and typewriter.
Who can figure these young people nowadays, particularly the would-be writers? Maybe he realized he wouldn't be and went off to preach ecology or join the Reverend Sun Young Moon. Who knows? Maybe his house is broken into and poor little Smith Corona stolen.
What are you gonna do with him?
Bury him. Behind the garage. No, the vegetable patch. Easier digging. Well, make yourself a brandy or something. I'm going to be a winner again. All of our dear friends are going to see you living off of my money. Picture their confusion. Full moon, all right. I hope this isn't going to become a monthly practice. Could you help me carry him? It's been done, Myra. I don't see the point in my getting a hernia. Thank God he wasn't the fat one. Make mine a double. I seem to have caught myself a bit of a chill, as well as aching arms and incipient blisters and little devils with pitchforks poking into what I believe is my lumbago. In Mother as Child, I had Dr. Mannheim bury Teddy in 45 minutes. In the future, I'll know better. And we're out one hearthrug, but I saw some nice ones at the Field House. I have a sneaking suspicion that you're about to deliver a speech. Would you mind holding off until I pour myself something to drink and sat down?
Oh, I had intended to. I've learned something in 11 years of melodrama.
Good girl. Go.
I would have been perfectly happy living off of your money. But I don't relish the thought of living off his. I've tried to understand how you can do this, bearing in mind your disappointments and your embarrassment in our financial situation. But I just can't. And how are you going to feel like a winner again when we both know it's his play? I can't understand that either. And I don't think the police are going to be as unconcerned as you do. So I don't want anything to happen that's going to look suspicious if they come to question us.
How would they? He vanished from Milford. This is Westport.
Oh, no. They're going to look into his past associations. They're going to find out he did get the address from the university, even if he lied about what the phone number was.
So what? If they do come, I'll tell them that he wrote me
A twerpy little letter asking for advice.
and that I responded or I threw his away.
Sidney, you're alien to me. And it can't have just been since 5 o'clock this afternoon. You must have always been very different than the man I thought you were. In a month or so, if we haven't been arrested, I want you to move out. We can have arguments in people's living rooms. You can write them for us. Little tips about money or something, and then you'll leave. I wish you could take that vegetable patch with you. But since you can't, you'll buy it from me when the money starts rolling in, before the Rolls Royce, and before the Riviera. You'll buy the vegetable patch and the house and the whole 9.3 acres. We'll get Buck Raymond or Maury Escher to say at a fair price.
Darling, you've had a shocking and
Get away from me!
You've had a shocking and painful experience, and so have I. I'm terrified that I'm going to be caught and absolutely guilt-ridden at being insane enough to do it. I'll give half to the Dramatist League, I swear. If this isn't the time to talk about anything, in a few days, when we're both ourselves again, things will be much cheerier.
You are yourself right now, and so am I. In a few days, go ahead and get it. He wrote me a twerpy letter, officer.
It's probably Lottie and Ralph come to yammer about the movie.
It's probably Helga Tendor.
Don't be silly. It's Lottie and Ralph, damn them. Can you face them? If you can't, you can go upstairs. I'll tell them how you're feeling.
No. I'm going to stay right here and let you worry that I'll fall apart.
Coming! Who is it?
I am your neighbor in the house in the Bates. Please, will you let me come in? It is most urgent I speak to you. I call information, but the lady will not give me your number. Please, won't you let me come in? I am from the Bovine, and it is most urgent.
Come in.
I am so sorry I come so late, but I think that you will forgive me when I make the explaining. Yes, this room is just as I see. With the beams and the windows just so. And the pain. Oh, pain. Pain. Pain? Ooh. Oh, pain. Oh, pain. Oh, pain.
We're neither of us up to snuff today.
Oh, why do you keep such pain-covered weapons in your house?
They're antiques and souvenirs from plays. I'm a playwright.
Yeah, I know. Sidney Rule, Bovine tells me, we make books together.
My wife, Myra.
Hi, what gives you such pain, dear lady?
Nothing, really. No, I'm fine, really.
No, something you see brings you pain. I am saying I am Helga Tendor. Paul Lyman tells you of me.
Yes, and we've been meaning to...
Well, the pain I've been feeling coming from this house is very, very strong. I've been feeling it since 8:30 tonight. Yes, since the Merv Griffith show comes on. I am on next week. You watch?
Yes. Make a note of that, Myra.
Oh, yeah. 8:30 next Thursday, the Merv Griffith and the amazing Kreskin will also be on, but what they want him for, I do not know. So I call information, but they will not give me your number. So I call Paul Wyman, and he does not answer. He is in a room with red wallpaper and chopsticks. So I call information again. I say, I am Helga Tendorf. I am psychic. You must give me number. She says, guess number. Well, I try. But all I see is 226, and that is everybody, Josh. So I come here right now because the pain is getting stronger and more than pain.
More than pain?
Yeah. There is something dangerous in here. There is danger. No, it will interfere.
What will?
The drink that you were about to give me, I never drink. I must keep a clear head for the images unless they come on too fast. Well, then I get drunk. Well. This knife? It was used by a beautiful woman. But only pretending. You know?
That's amazing. It's from my play, The Murder Game. It was used every night by a beautiful, dark-haired actress.
Yeah, well, it will be used again by another woman, but not in play, but because of play. Oh, another woman uses this knife because of play. Well, you must get away. Put these things away.
Yes, I will. In a month or so, I'll sell the whole collection. Tired of them anyway.
That may be too late. I don't like to make unhappy people, but well, when I see something, I must speak, John.
Well, I don't know. You could keep quiet, couldn't you? You're supposed to be resting, not in your own country.
No, I must speak. This boy God gives me gift. There is danger here. To you and to you. There is something in this room. Something that invites death. There is death. There is a feeling of death. Deathtrap. What? Is this a word in the English language, Deathtrap?
Yes.
Yes, it's a play that I've been working on. There's a death in the play. That's probably what you're responding to. I've been working at it right there at the desk.
Maybe. But it feels like real death.
I try to be convincing, act everything out as I write it.
Young man in boots. Young man in boots. He sits in this chair. Oh, he attacks you.
He attacks me.
Jean, up with one of those. Oh, he comes here to help you, to work with you, but he attacks you. It's confusing.
Yes, well, we'll be on the lookout for a man in boots. We're going to be Japanese from now on. Boots off at the door.
And he talks of a woman named Diane.
Diane is a character in the play.
And two other people, a Smith and a Cologne. No, that's just one person, Smith Cologne. Oh no, it's a small person, it's a black person. A small black person named Smith Cologne. Is this person in your play?
Never heard the name before.
Oh, it's a very confusing image. Oh, he's gone now. Whew. Nothing else comes.
What a magnificent demonstration, the way you picked up Deathtrap, Diana, the dagger business. Really awesome.
Yes, well, remember the two most important things, yeah? Okay. The dagger will be used again by a woman because of play, and a young man in boots attacks you. Now, of these two things I am certain, but all else is confusing. The pain is less now, yeah?
Yes. I mean, no, there never was any.
What a marvelous gift. I must say, I've been skeptical of ESP, but you've convinced me it's genuine.
Of course it's genuine. I've had a gift of my whole life, and sometimes it is not a happy gift to the honor of. Do you know that when I was a child, I always wanted hide and go seek? It was too easy, you see. The parents, they stopped wrapping Christmas presents because, you know, 5-waste paper. Yes, and then, when I was older with the teenage boys. Oh, such images. Well, I must go. Yeah, I think everything, You must come have dinner at my house one time, huh? I will cook, we will talk, I will tell you about my life. It is very interesting. Oh, it will make a good play.
Won't you have that drink now? I'd very much like to talk to you.
No, I must go. Okay, goodbye. When you were a child, you lived in a large house with yellow shutters?
Yes, that's right.
Always when the moon is full in my top form. Oh, you be careful. Yes, you be careful too. Okay.
I will.
Okay, good night. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, yes, it's a merry, huh? Yes, okay. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Well, if that's the best that she can do, there's nothing to worry about.
You're not worried about the danger she saw?
Not especially.
We're going to jail.
I don't see how, and if the police do come and they do get her involved, what of it? She'll have them combing the tri-state area for a little black boy with 2 spools of ribbon. One here and one here, going right through his mouth.
But she saw him sitting here. She heard him talking.
But she had the main point backwards. You'll see. I'll boil that thing or throw it in the garbage tomorrow, and that will be that. In a few weeks, this will all be behind us. I couldn't help myself, Myra. I saw that play going out into the world tomorrow, and him sitting there so young, so lucky. Don't talk about kicking the old boy out just yet. And please, I beg you, don't entertain thoughts of using the dagger. And it's just a joke. Another one of her confused images, I'm sure. Though, if we do get another housekeeper, she'll have to have terrific references.
Sell the collection.
I will, but not right away. It would look too suspicious. Amazing, though, isn't it? 18 years and Myra's. My apologies. Tanya's are still permeating.
Put that away somewhere, please.
Exit dagger. Into desk.
Sidney, part of me was hoping that you would do it. At the same time, I was terrified that you would. Part of me was hoping. I saw the money and I saw your name and...
You tried to stop me. You did your best. You only helped me because you were too in shock and too in the habit of helping me to refuse. Should anything go wrong, there can never be any confusion on that point. But nothing will go wrong. In a few weeks, we'll be celebrating leading producer options new Sidney Brawl thriller, successful playwrights, and meets envy. Let's lock up and turn in. Do you think that murder's an aphrodisiac?
Sidney!
Oh, wouldn't that be a blow to the importance of ginsengness? Not to mention the Department of Health and Education.
I tried to stop you! I didn't want to do it!
Dead. I'm positive. It worked.
How could it not? She's had smaller ones over much less. I've got news for you, though. Styrofoam hurts. You used it a hell of a lot harder than you did at the motel.
The added adrenaline of the performance. Well, you didn't make the strangling a very jolly experience. How about that tendor blow? I had a heart attack myself out there.
Same here.
It's kind of spooky the way she saw I was going to attack you, though.
Yes, but she had you doing it with one of those.
That's probably the garrote getting mixed in.
John, she's very confusing image.
It's just as well she came. She'll be telling everyone she felt the physical pain of the oncoming heart attack. Every little bit helps. I know I've been telling everyone she's been feeling under the weather for days now. Not that any supporting evidence is needed, really.
I'd better go get my things.
No rush. I'm not going to call the doctor just yet. We don't want them working any miracles of resuscitation, do we?
What if Helga Tendor comes back?
I don't see why she should. The pain is gone, no?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't really thought about that.
Well, don't go on moving around like that. You're shedding dirt!
Sorry.
I bet you were glad to hear my exit dagger line.
Is that for my benefit?
Of course! I thought that Tendorf's vision might have made you uneasy. I had visions of you herring off into the woods, leaving me with a live wife, an imaginary corpse, and no surefire Katniss thriller to justify the one to the other.
I'd never have done that.
Still, I thought that I'd alleviate a possible anxiety. I'd better not burn these. It would take too long.
Why burn them at all? They're just old manuscripts.
We could cut them up and use the backs as scrap. But that's so chintzy, though. What the hell with it, I'll burn them. Side of your nose. Goodbye, Deathtrap. Would that you were the genuine idol. I'll say that I was cleaning up my files when the Grim Reaper struck.
The closer you stay to the truth, the better off you are.
Aren't you just a fount of homely wisdom, Cliffy boy?
You can put my desk right here.
No, I've got a surprise for you.
Let me guess. I work in the maid's room.
Would I do that to you? No, you're working here in the handsomely converted stable, as promised.
Well, what's the surprise?
You'll see after the obsequies. You know, I hope you don't mind that Zenobia tearing along at full speed. I really think I am going to try something on ESP. That was a most impressive demonstration, despite the mistakes.
I'm ready to get to work, too.
That thing you mentioned at the seminar?
No, I've got a better idea. It hit me last week when I was cleaning out my desk. There's a play there, in a typical urban bugbear office.
A thriller?
No, the truth is I've kind of lost my interest in thrillers. I want to try something more honest, more relevant.
Even though you used those words, I'm going to let you stay here. Go get your things. I'll call the doctor.
Right.
Yes. Is he there? It's urgent. Could you have him call me? Please. My wife's had a heart attack. I'm afraid there's no use in that. Please, have him call me. 226-3049.
I have the weights for tomorrow. And the typewriter.
Ah, yes. Poor little Smith Cologne.
That was funny, wasn't it? Is he on his way?
Answering service.
When you know. Well, I'll see you later. Do you know what it's gonna be?
Couple of hours. I may have to go with, but I don't know.
Well, ciao.
Ciao. Oh, Cliff. The floor up there creaks badly. So get yourself cleaned up and get in bed and stay there.
I'll buy that.
ago, but there's no use. There's nothing. She's been feeling under the weather for days now. I tried to have her call you, but she insisted that she had nothing but indigestion.
There will now be a 15-minute intermission.
That must have been quite the welfare office.
Oh, it was. Everyone had their own poignant story. They're creating the play of their own accord.
No notes, no outline.
This isn't a thriller, Sidney. It's not dependent on contrived theatrics and accurate plotting. These are real people. All I'm doing is bringing them on and letting them spill out their dreams, their frustrations, their anger at the bureaucracy.
Joe Papp will have a messenger down shortly.
You know, I was thinking about him as a producer. Do you know him?
Slightly. Let me see a few pages.
Sure. Though, I'd really rather wait until the full outline's done. Give it to you in one nice bundle. Do you mind?
Not at all. What's another hour or so?
It's gonna take 3 or 4 weeks, I think.
At the rate you're going, you'll have a trilogy by then.
Nothing doing?
I'm thinking...
Well, why don't we invite her over? Tentatively. Talk with her might spark something.
Do you think we can risk having her on the premises?
Maybe not in the Luna's pool, but any other time. You saw the egg she laid on the Kreskin show.
Yes, she got rattled by the amazing Kreskin when he described all of her husbands in such detail.
Oh, a Belle Forrester call? Do you want to know if she could come, like, sew a button or bake a casserole or something? I told her name she was fine.
Don't get up. You don't want to break the flow, do we? Porter! It's good to see you.
How are you, Sidney?
I'm doing fairly well, thanks.
You will. There are a few things I'd like to discuss with you. Am I disturbing you?
Not at all. I'm glad for a chance to take a break.
The secretary?
Yes.
My, what a fast typist.
Yes, he is, isn't he? You should meet him. Clifford! My friend, Porter Mildrum, Clifford Anderson.
How do you do, sir?
I'd say attorney, but then he building.
Yeah, I'm going to anyways. This is a business call, partly at least.
Clifford was at the seminar I held last July. There he inquired about a secretarial position. And when Myra passed on, I realized I could use someone to lend a hand. So I called him, and the next day, here he was.
Half typewriter, will travel. That was very good of you. It's an honor to be of help with someone like Mr. Brule.
My God. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful?
Partner's desk.
Costs a pretty penny, I'll bet.
Yes, but it's deductible.
Yes, they can't very well quibble over a writer's desk, can they? Wait till Elizabeth sees this.
How is she?
Fine.
And the girls?
Great. Kathy loves Vassar.
And vice versa, I'm sure.
Would you, like me to go get the groceries now?
Would you mind?
I have to sometime before dinner. Might as well.
All right, I'll be with you in a moment, Walter.
Take your time. I haven't started the clock yet. I love this room.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a pleasure getting to work here.
He's looking well.
Yes, he's really picked up the past couple days. The first few weeks were pretty terrible, though. He was crying every night. I could hear him plainly, and he was drinking heavily. But he'll pull through. His work is a great solace to him.
I'm sure it must be. I've always envied my writer clients on that account. I tried to play once.
Oh?
On the Supreme Court Justice I most admired, but even the title was a problem. Frankfurt.
Is this enough?
Oh, too much. We just need some solid things to go.
Get some yogurt while you're out, too? Anything but prune?
You're not parked in the driveway, are you?
No, I pulled over on the side.
Great. I'll see you later. Or the next meeting, whichever it turns out to be.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again soon. Pleasant young fellow. Good looking, too.
Yes. Do you think he's gay? Homosexual?
I know what gay means, Sidney. Elizabeth told me, and no, he doesn't strike me that way.
I have a sneaking suspicion he might be. Well, I suppose as long as he does his job, it's none of my business, is it?
Well, in essence, he's a domestic employee, and in such circumstances, his sexual preference could be a legitimate matter of concern.
I wasn't asking for a legal opinion. I was simply stating that it's none of my business.
Well, in that case, no, it isn't.
And besides, people would talk if I took in a female secretary.
If she were under 80.
That's what I thought. So I called Clifford.
I'm glad to see you looking so well. It's part of why I'm here. I was delegated by Elizabeth and the Harveys and the Westons. That young man has been discouraging all callers, and we were afraid that you were worse off than he was letting them, but obviously that's not the case.
No, I'm not up for socializing just yet. But I'm coming through.
What do you want to do now?
A play about ESP. Helga Tempdorf's in the Vane Cottage, did you know?
I do. Is it true that she actually... You don't mind talking about this, do you?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Is it true that she actually pointed to the spot where Myra was going to fall?
No. Nothing at all like that. She simply came in here and stated, "Pain! There is great pain in that lady's chest." And Myra said, "No, there is only slight pain." And Helga said, "Still, with your history, you should consult your doctor." Which is what I've been telling her for days now. Business time?
Yes. There are a few things I'd like to discuss with you. The first item on the list is your will. Now that Myra is gone, you'll have to look it over. As it stands, if anything were to happen to you, your cousins in Vancouver would inherit. Would you like to leave it that way?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Don't put it off. And here's the second item. It's only approximate because I don't have up-to-date appraisals on the real estate yet, but that's about how much you can expect, give or take a few $1,000s.
I didn't know there was this much.
Then Myra must have been keeping a few secrets. She knew. Her records were in apple pie order.
How much of this is the government going to grab?
Not much, really. The first $250,000 is exempt from state tax, and the federal tax, which starts at $50,000, is only a few percent. Just one more item, Sidney. I was speaking to Maury Escher at the planning board meeting last night, and he said you spoke to him about selling off a few acres.
Well, I don't think I will anymore.
You can't. Not yet, anyway. You have to let the will go through probate.
Oh, I knew that. I was simply asking him how much he thought I could get.
Ah, then he was jumping the gun, not you. I wanted to make sure you were clear on the point. End of business. You've gotten off cheap.
Yes, I'm lucky.
So what's the procedure? You dictate, he types?
I do my own typing. He retypes the finished product, plus he does the letters.
Is that what he was doing before? Letters?
His own play.
Oh, the seminar, of course.
Started yesterday and will probably be finished tomorrow.
I hope he's not stealing your ESP idea.
What makes you say that?
Well, I saw him locking his desk drawer. Unobtrusively, but I noticed. Then again, he might be afraid you'll steal his idea.
Hardly. Life at a welfare office, the dreams and frustrations of half a dozen people you just as soon not spend an evening with.
He's worked in a welfare office.
Yes, that's where he was before.
Then it might only be force of habit. People in large offices often lock their desks.
Unobtrusively, I should think it's quite the opposite.
Hey everyone, I'm locking my desk!
It might only be the way he does things, is all I'm saying. I'm sorry if I've worried you. Suspicious legal mind, you know. Probably he's exactly what he seems, an honest and helpful young man, completely trustworthy.
Yes, probably.
Well, I better get moving if I'm going to be in New Haven by noon. I have trustees luncheon at Old Eli. Thanks. Has the check from the insurance company come yet?
No, not yet.
I'll write them a letter first thing in the morning.
Oh, thanks. I'd appreciate that.
Will you come have dinner with us?
I think in a few weeks I'll be ready to face the world again.
Good enough. Take care.
You too. Give my love to Elizabeth.
I will.
And the girls. Shit! Oh, come on, you bastard! God damn old world craftsman!
Jesus, oh, Jesus Christmas.
That was quick.
I only went to Gibson's.
Give me, I'll put them away.
That's alright, I don't mind.
Nonsense. You shan't, I'll put away. Get back to the welfare office.
God forbid. Change is on the table. The avocados are supposed to be organic.
Oh, Cliff! Could you lend me a hand here?
Where are you?
Where are you? I didn't think you heard me, so I came around. I need those Olympic fingers.
Beer now?
I had a sudden mad craving, as in one of the commercials. I shook it out a bit. Sorry.
No, you can use an opener on these.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't it say so?
Well, who do they expect to read this? Roaches?
Well, no interest in thrillers, eh?
Lost your taste for the glib, superficial characters and the intricate plotting?
Want to do something real and
Honest, socially relevant.
Hey, cut it out, will ya? Your ideas will start to come. Just relax. Don't bug me. They'll come.
Possibly. Deathtrap. A thriller in 2 acts. Characters: Julian Crane, Doris Crane, Willard Peterson, and Inga Van Bronk. The action takes place in Julian Crane's study in the Crane home in Westport, Connecticut.
You know, you have one hell of a nerve.
Setting! Julian Crane's study is a handsomely converted stable grafted onto an authentic colonial house. Entryway, stage left, opens on a foyer in which are the house's entryway and kitchen. Stage right, the stairway to the 2nd floor. French doors, upstage center, opens on a shrubbery-flecked patio. And downstage left is a fieldstone fireplace, practical to the extent that paper can be burned in it. The room's furnishings are tastefully chosen antiques, a few chairs and occasional pieces, a bar cart downstage right with liquor decanters, and the focus of the room, Julian's desk. You remember Julian's desk, don't you? The one he worked at before he let the crazy Willard Peterson into his home. Patterned draperies hang at the French doors. The room is decorated with framed theatrical posters. Unlike these, which are window cards, not posters! And a collection of guns, battle axes, broadswords, and handcuffs, any of which I could be using at any minute now!
That's it? You're not gonna act out 11 pages? Would you like me to explain?
What's to explain? You're a lunatic with a death wish. Freud covered it thoroughly.
I have the exact same wish you have, darling. A success wish.
This is going to bring you success.
It hit me that night. Remember that extra speech I threw in while you're looking for the key? It really could be a terrific thriller.
One in which someone like me and someone like you give someone like Myra a fatal heart attack.
Yes, at the end of Act 1.
What, pray tell, is your definition of success? Being dead men in the shower rooms at the state penitentiary?
Look, I knew you would have reservations about it. My first instinct was to say it wasn't even a thriller. I haven't enjoyed leading you on, honey. I'm glad it's out in the open.
You knew I would have reservations.
Well, you do, don't you?
The house madman is writing a play that will send us both to prison!
It won't.
I am standing here terrified, horrified, petrified, stupefied, crapping my pants, and he calls that having reservations. I'm not going to use one of those on you. I'm going to beat you to death with Crochet's thesaurus!
No one can prove what did or did not cause Myra's heart attack. Look, if I could change things, I would. But it has to be a playwright. Who else could pretend to receive a finished work in the mail that could make him tons of money?
A novelist? A composer? Why am I discussing this?
Right, yeah. A surefire smash hit symphony. No. If we're a novelist or composer, nowhere to get a garrote that squirts blood, or how to stage a convincing murder. And it has to be a playwright who writes thrillers, because I'm sure Arthur Miller's got old sample cases hanging on his wall. I suppose we can make it like Wilton instead of Westport.
Why make it anywhere? Why make it?
It's there, Sidney.
plays aren't there until some asshole writes them!
Just stop and think for a minute, will you? Think about that night from an audience's point of view. Everything that we did to convince Myra she was seeing a real murder would have the exact same effect on them. Didn't we write a play? Didn't we rehearse it? Wasn't she our audience? Scene 1. Julian tells Doris about this play he received in the mail. He jokes about killing for it and then invites Willard over and gets him to bring the original and all of that. The audience thinks exactly what Doris thinks. Julian might kill Willard. Scene 2. Everything that happened the moment we came to the store. All the little ups and downs we did to make it ring true, the whole, hey, I'm expecting a phone call bit. Everything. I mean, tightened up a little bit naturally. And then the strangling, which scares the audience as much as it does Doris.
No wonder you didn't need an outline.
It's all up here, baby. Every bit of it. Scene 3. Inga Van Bronk. A few laughs. Can't hurt, right? Then Julian and Doris get ready for bed. Seems as though the act is coming to a so-so close. And then, in comes Willard, back from the grave and seeking vengeance. Shock. Surprise. Doris has her heart attack. Julian gets up from the fake beating. It's revealed that Julian and Willard are in cahoots and there is no surefire thriller. The act ends with Julian on the phone with the doctor. Or burning manuscripts. Haven't quite decided that yet. Now be honest, wouldn't that be an amazing first act?
Yes, and what an intermission! 20 years to life!
No one can prove it really happened. They can't. How could they?
And what you say to the man from the Times when he comes and asks you, say, don't you work for Sidney, bro? And didn't his wife Myra have a heart attack a few weeks before you moved there?
No comment.
Oh my God!
Well, I know it's gonna be a little sticky, but people are opening up about everything these days in TV and print. Why not on stage? So long that nothing can be proved. I've given this a lot of thought, Sidney. I really think it can help the play. Give it an added dimension of intriguing gossip.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. I can see little books in the Times now. Tons are wagging about intriguing similarities between the new play Deathtrap and the private lives of its author, Clifford and his employer, Sidney, who committed suicide on opening night! When queried, Clifford responded, no comment. I have a comment, Cliff. No! Absolutely, positively, no! I have a name and a reputation, a title, perhaps, but still valid for dinner invitations, box seats, and the conducting of summer seminars. I want to live out my days as author of The Murder Game, not fag who knocked out his wife! Oh look! A fieldstone fireplace. Let's see if it's practical. To the extent that paper can be found. You dare!
Give it, Sidney. Give it to me. I helped you kill for the chance to become what I want to be. I'm not going to let you burn it. I had hoped that when I showed you the completed draft, you could have gotten over your Angel Street of tightness and pitched in. Guess you can forget about that.
A collaboration?
Well, it's mostly your idea, isn't it? I'm not pretending like this is all my baby. And besides, I know Act 1's coming out a little heavy and stilted. I was hoping we could be a team. Brule and Anderson.
Rogers and Harper.
See, I could never come up with something like that.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm interested in collaborating on my public humiliation.
Next season's hit. Don't say I didn't ask. I think I'd better move out anyway.
Why?
Well, when Helga Tendorf said another woman was going to use that dagger because of a play, maybe she wasn't that far off.
Don't be silly. I love you. I wouldn't ever dream of harming you. And besides, you'd break my neck.
Goddamn right I would.
So don't talk about leaving.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be comfortable with you being so unhappy about this.
I whistle a lot. You know, maybe I am being a bit old-fashioned and uptight about this.
You are. I mean, geez, who cares about anything these days?
I could certainly use a share of the royalties on a smash hit.
I think there's a movie in it, too.
Porter gave me the figures on Myra's estate. It's even smaller than I thought. $22,000. There's the house and the land. But I can't sell any acreage until the will goes through probate. And Porter tells me that will take 2 or 3 years. Whew. The insurance money isn't all that much either.
The offer's still open.
Out to it. Let them talk. I'll brush all the way to the bank.
Great. We'll make it Wilton, not Westport.
To hell with it. Keep it Westport.
Wow. To think, one day I'd be here, working with Sidney Rule.
That's from Act 1.
Act 2 might be a problem, though.
How so?
Well, in Act 1, we've got juicy murder. 2, in fact. Act 2 is liable to be a letdown.
Not necessarily.
We'll add a 5th character, a detective. I'm thinking maybe a Connecticut version of the one from Dial M.
Inspector Hubbard.
Yeah! And Ingrid Van Bronk gotta come back again. A good comedic character like that, it'd be a shame not to use the most of her.
You go on drafting Act 1. I'll do some thinking about Act 2.
Secretary, Clifford Anderson.
I am Helga Tendorf. I am a psychic.
I know. He told me all about it. I understand that you predicted his wife's death.
Ja. Ooh, it was very sad. So much pain right here. Oh, she was such a nice lady. Yeah. This room. Is he well, Mr. Rule?
Yes, he's just out to dinner. It's his first time since... he said he'd be back around 10.
There's going to be a big storm, lots of wind and rain and thunder, lightning, and trees will fall on the road.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, it was on radio. There are no candles in the house. I kept a bottle, son. You have?
I'm not sure. I haven't noticed any, but I'm sure we've got to have some somewhere. You can have a seat. I'll go take a look.
Thank you. Boots! You wear boots?
Yeah, they're very comfortable. Everyone's doing it now.
You worked for a long time for Mr. Rule?
No, I just came here about 3 weeks ago, right after the school night. I'll go look for those candles.
Hi. What? Mr. Brule.
Hello. Mrs. Hendorf is here.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Did you get my note? Yours was most kind. And the flower?
Yeah.
Do we have any candles? There's a big storm coming up, but Miss Hendorf wanted us to borrow some.
Yes, I know that we have a box of them somewhere. I think Myra kept them in a box on the fridge, and if not there, then on a shelf in the lab. In a gray cardboard box. I saw you on the Merv Griffin show. It wasn't a very good night.
That is him, the man in the boots that I bore you of.
Oh my God! In all the turmoil following Myra's death, I completely forgot about the warning.
So you must get rid of him. The candles are not why I come. I feel danger here again tonight, and in this room is very strong. Oh, you must get rid of him.
I've been meaning to. I was just discussing the matter with my lawyer. He's been making me feel uneasy lately, so I had my lawyer run a background check and...
Smith Corona? Is this his?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, this is a Smith Corona, not Kelowna. It's why I see a QWERTY on small black man's face. You have to get rid of this man tonight.
I was going to give him his notice, at any rate. And now that you've warned me, I won't put it off any further. Are you sure you saw him attacking me?
Oh, yeah. Our image was so sharp, like TV.
Come in, Clifford.
Thank you. I take 2.
You can take more if you want.
No, 2's enough.
It's really blowing up out there.
Yeah, well, sometimes they are right with their predictions. Do you think I should stay?
No need to. I hope you beat the weather.
Yeah, I go through the wood. It's less to walk. Good night.
Good night.
It's pitch black out there. Are you sure you'll find your way?
A torch.
Good night.
Oh, no.
What is it?
My daughter is pregnant! Oh! For so long they have tried to make baby and they go to doctor appointments and now they make me grandmother! Oh, what's that go there? Oh, I have to call and tell them! Good night!
Did you tell you the man in boots is going to attack you?
Yes.
Did you tell her that I used a styrofoam wall
dog, not one of the weapons?
I didn't find that advisable. I told her that you were giving me karate lessons and that we've been attacking each other all over the place. The closer you are to the truth, the better off you are.
I finished Act 1.
Did you? Your evening was better spent than mine.
I ended it with Julian on the phone.
I can't go on without her.
Well, he wants the doctor to think he's upset, doesn't he?
Well, your dialogue may be a bit tin-pan-alley, but your timing couldn't be better. I've got Act 2 ready to go.
Terrific.
Well, at least I think I do. There are 2 bits of business that I'm not sure will work. We'll go over them, and if they do work, I'll give you the whole thing scene by scene. It's full of surprises. Well, could you go check the windows first? It sounds like we're getting Hurricane Alice through Zelda.
How many acts are there?
There's 2, and there's 3 scenes in Act 2, just like in Act 1. I like that sort of symmetry.
Windows closed.
Fine.
So, what are those bits of business?
They're in the final scene, back to back, as it were. Julian, well, really just spilled the beans that Inspector Hubbard is trying to beard Julian in his death. Julian, quite berserk, shoots him in the left arm, but there's only 1 bullet in the gun, so he's trying to get to the upstage wall to grab a weapon and finish the job. Question number 1. Is can a 1-armed inspector in otherwise good condition keep a 2-armed, middle-aged playwright from going where he wants? The answer had better be no. Let's try it. Me, Julian, you, Hubbard, right about here.
Left arm out of mission?
Yes. Ready?
Ready.
No, you have to do better than that.
That was pretty convincing, I think.
It wouldn't even fool a theater party. Give it a good go. Maybe you should be Julian.
I didn't want to tear your shirt.
Cliff, dear, we're trying to become rich and famous. Let's not let a 5-year-old shirt get in the way of that, shall we?
Can't we just let the directors and actors work it out?
That isn't how professional playwrights operate. Dum-dum. Professional playwrights don't offer a script until they're certain that everything in it is workable and doable. So, let's show them why Brew and Anderson are going to make theatrical history. Oh, come on! No! Walking away from me! me flat!
Your shirt. And mine. I scratched your neck.
I'll survive. Now, for the second bit of business, much less strenuous and very brief. I'm glad of that. All right. Now I'm Helga, and you're Julian. Go to the wall. Grab the axe. It doesn't look natural that way.
It feels natural.
Try it a different way.
No, it doesn't feel right.
Fine. Go back to the way you had it. Now put it down on the floor. Stand very still. We have goodbyes to say. Deathtrap is over. We're on to theater verite. The gun from gunpoint. No blanks as at the old Lyceum. Real bullets, courtesy of the Messiah Remington. I loaded it while you were asleep. I really don't want that play to be written. I'm a little too old and, yes, uptight to join the Washington secretaries and ex-lovers of ex-presidents and the happy hookers and the happily hooked in a National Bad Taste Exposition, and I really can't think of any other way of keeping you from setting me up at a centrally located booth. I had Porter look you up in Hartford. A few blots were found on your record, precisely the ones you told me about. He feels, we discussed it this evening, that they tend to justify the unease that I've been feeling. So I came home, and I gave you your notice. You became abusive and violent, and held it, and your 4-week-old vision came to pass. Fortunately, I got to the gun, which I have both the right and license to use in self-defense. It beats digging up the vegetable patch, doesn't it? I'm sorry, Clifford, if you hadn't succumbed to thrilleritis malignus in what is surely the most acute case on record. Who knows? Maybe we could have become the team of Brew and Anderson. As it is, we'll have to be only Brew. I'm out of dialogue. It's your go.
Oh, what do you want me to say? I'm not gonna beg.
I thought you might try and convince me that you've become a steam fitter or something.
Would you believe me?
No, I wouldn't.
So, I just held a big pity on her pretty face.
Oh, God, how I'll miss you. Goodbye, Clifford.
Goodbye, Sidney. See, I thought like just a click would be a little anticlimactic, so I bought some blanks while getting real bullets for this one. Sit down, dum-dum. Sit down, reversal, parapecia. You talked about it the first day of the seminar. Important element of all drama. Put that down. So there I was, the problem. I had this terrific first act, but I just could not think of a second one. Very annoying, particularly when I'm sharing bed and board with the master plotter himself, author of The Murder Game, and Instant Kill, which I consider an even more elegant construction.
Thanks, that makes 2 of them.
At present, yes. Be my guest.
You mean put them on?
That's what I mean.
What are you going to do?
Continue gloating. Through the arm of the chair. Don't play dumb. Through the arm! There I was, with my problem. Sidney's not going to help me with it, not voluntarily at this. This I know is square one. He uses 3 kinds of deodorant and 4 kinds of mouthwash. Not for him to win the scandal. But maybe there's a way I can set that 17-jewel brain of yours to work for me. So I start writing Act 1. And every time I leave the desk, I inconspicuously lock it in the drawer. So inconspicuously, in fact, that for a day and a half, the smart Sidney doesn't even notice. And the dull old porter comes in, thank God, and saves the embarrassment of getting heavy-handed.
You're a little shit, you know that?
You'd like to say that into the microphone? There we are. Brule and Anderson. He thinks, I type. I don't sleep much. Last night, for example, I couldn't get a wink with all that tiptoeing going on. But I'll make it up next week. Thank you for Act 2, by the way. Oh, and no, Inspector Hubbard. Julian's lawyer will be the 5th character. Scene 1. Julian finds out that Willard is running the real Deathtrap about Doris's murder. He pretends he'll collaborate but has old Peter Pilgrim or something check in on him, knowing fully well that there are false and fraudulent charges to be found. Scene 2. Julian sets Willard up what looks like murder in self-defense by getting him to enact bits of the play. Sidney, that is genius. The thing you just did right there is going to play like a dream. I am truly in your debt. Then A.J. Van Bronk and George and Peter Pilgrim come in. And then Willard spills the beans, and then Julian shoots himself. Wouldn't that be a brilliant second act?
No scene 3?
About what? They're both dead. The play is over.
That seems a little unsatisfying. I'd be happy to think some more.
Oh, don't worry. I'll manage to fill in the holes. And now, I am going to pack to call a taxi. Oh, and you can take whatever money I can find. Before the taxi gets here, I'll give you the key. And then you will tell everyone that you gave me my notice, and I accepted it with grace and charm. And if you say I stole anything or hassled you in any way, you'll be opening a very messy can of peas. Hey, look at that. Looks like you have a little angel streak to keep you company. Maybe I'll find some rubies upstairs. See you, anon.
Those were Houdini's! Come on, Connecticut Lightning Power!
But Master Crowe.
Oh, come on! Jesus. Police department! My name is Brew. I live on Rabbit Hill Road. I've just killed my secretary. He was coming at me with an axe. And wait till you hear this part. You're going to think I'm drunk, but I'm stone cold sober. I shot him with a medieval crossbow. It was all I could get my hands on, okay? I assure you it isn't. Come out and see, but be sure to bring some flashlights. Sidney Brew, B-R-U-H-L. How nice of you to know. His name was...
They killed Mrs. Brule.
What? She died of a heart attack.
No, they made it to happen. The pain that she feels is that she sees Brule kill the boy.
No, the boy didn't come into
Now quiet! Yeah, Brule shows her play from boy. It's a good play. And then Brule kills him tight around the neck. She helps him carry him out to the vegetable patch. And then the pain brings me to the house. But now I am gone. The boy comes up from the grave with a log. I try to stop. She dies.
My God. Fake murder to bring about a real one.
No.
Are you sure that's what happened?
Yeah, there's no play.
There wasn't?
No, but the boy writes it now. All that they have done, and Brule discovers.
Saw the boy locking his drawer.
Brule pretends to help, but he tricks him. Tells him to pick up axe. Yeah, but he shoots him. There's no bullets. But the boy has tricked him. And puts him in chains and chair. He will go in the right place somewhere else, but the chains come apart.
Danise sent.
He shoots the boy on the stairs with the arrow.
and drags him and puts him by the axe.
Kinda burns the play.
The ashes in the fireplace.
Or calls the police.
And while he was speaking,
The boy pulls the arrow out of his chest and he attacks him, just as I saw 5 weeks ago. Oh.
my God, what a story. It's better than Murder Game.
Are you thinking that this will make a good play?
It has the feel of one, doesn't it? Everything happening in the one room. 5 characters.
Deathtrap.
Say, that's a catchy title. I couldn't write Frankfurt, but maybe I could write Deathtrap.
I see long line of ticket buyers shivering in cold outside, and much applause inside.
My God, that's encouraging.
Which is my idea.
How can you say that? It was Sidney's and the boys. They lived it.
No. I not tell you, you not know.
That's true, and you supply me with a catchy title, which I may or may not use.
We share 50-50, yeah?
Are you serious? I'm going to go home and work nights and weekends for months. I may even give up my vacation time. All you've done is come in here and fondle a few pieces of furniture. If I do, in fact,
No! If you don't share money with me, 50-50, I tell everybody on telephone.
telephone?
You get on telephone and you speak in high voice behind handkerchief to all your friends and say dirty words. For shame. A professional like you with a family and 2 daughters. No, 3 daughters. Professional like you.
You interfering busybody.
Be careful. Because I have very sharp knife, which I know how to use it. I am very strong. I have strength. That's perfect.
Who wants to help clean up blood? Feels like
Splashed.